welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K21, and in today's video we are going to be doing a New Orleans Pelicans rebuild. So I was actually planning on doing this before they went out and signed Stan Van Gundy as their new head coach. Kind of just worked out in my favor that they did that, and so yeah, we're going to be doing a Pelicans rebuild today. Unfortunately, Stan Van Gundy is just not in 2K. I don't know if that's on their fault or if Stan Van Gundy just doesn't give them the rights. Whatever it may be, though, he's not in the game. So what I did, I went into my front office and I just signed Mike Stauffer, who was, the highest overall coach there, and obviously there's not really a face, like you can't edit faces on staff as well as you can on like a player, obviously, so I can't really edit anything. I just kind of chose a random generic white face. I know there's no mustache, I know it's whatever it is. I changed the name. He has A+ rating, so it was Mike Stauffer, who does have 2 A+ ratings. I didn't just give him these, so it is what it is. At the end of the day, the coach isn't that important anyways, but I'm very excited to get in this rebuild. If we take a look at this roster, obviously a lot of nice young pieces here. I'm up in the air what I want to do with Jrue Holiday. There's some Nets rumors, sort of circulating NBA Twitter right now. We'll see what ends up happening with those, but nice young big three here in Lonzo, Zion, and Ingram. I'm also pumped to see what Stan Van Gundy's going to do with Zion. I mean, I think that's going to be crazy. So this is obviously a nice young team. Acquired a lot of these guys from the Lakers after, Anthony Davis ended up getting traded there. So this is a good squad, and I'm very excited to get into this. So as always, if you guys are new around here, you can leave a like and subscribe. That'd be absolutely awesome. Let's see if we can hit 200 likes in this videos. And if you guys have been wondering, if you don't follow me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter. That's where you can get all the updates. Links in the description. But yeah, I haven't actually made a video in like over a week. You saw a video last Sunday. It's Thursday now, so yeah, I apologize about it. I actually got pretty sick. I got an infection in my tooth, and I had an abscessed tooth, and my face looked like it blew up. So it was awful. It was horribly painful. I'm on meds now, so I think I'm all set there. But yeah, if my face is still a little swollen, that would be why. So enough about me. Hopefully we're back on the upload schedule, 2 to 3 videos a week for now. Once I go home for, Thanksgiving, Christmas break, it should be pretty much one every day. All right, let's get into this right now. I definitely have a couple moves to make right now. I do want to keep Lonzo. Jrue Holiday, I'm up in the air on. Does he have an option after this year, or is he just total free agent? So he does have a player option, which means I'm a little more inclined to keep him. I'm up in the air on that one still, though. The center spot is something that I think we definitely need to work on eventually. I wouldn't mind starting Jackson Hayes, honestly, just for development purposes for this year. Obviously, Zion and Ingram aren't going anywhere, so I definitely do need a backup point guard at this point in time. I think each one more, and maybe I think I'm going to send Nikhil Alexander-Walker down to the G League, 22 years old. He has 2 more years after this, so I think each one more right now. I don't mind Josh Hart, the backup there. Honestly, I might even not have a backup for Zion. So I think each one more might give me a backup point guard. I think that's probably going to be it for year number 1. So let's see each one more right now. I'll also go ahead and throw you like Darius Miller. I'm just looking for some sort of, point guard and backup. Lonzo probably play around 10 to 15 minutes a night. So our options are obviously not very good here. Right off the bat, I'm not really seeing much. How about if I take out Miller, and how about if I just throw in like 2 second-round picks? At the end of the day, we also have a decent amount of picks from the Lakers because, Anthony Davis obviously got a lot of in return. Tyus Jones is absolutely perfect for what I'm looking for. Welcome Tyus Jones to New Orleans. We're going to go ahead and set this rotation now, and I'll see you guys with the team. So I actually decided to go with a 10-man rotation. I actually think it's working. It's going to work pretty well for this team. I mean, again, I don't really expect this team in an absolute loaded Western Conference to be that good, especially with all these young guys in the starting lineup. So I do think that we're probably going to be a borderline playoff team. Might still be a lottery team after this year ends. But for now, I'm pretty comfortable with this starting 5. It's the same exact. Actually, no, Jackson Hayes probably doesn't start for them. I don't really watch any Pelicans games, and obviously, it's been a minute since I've seen them play. So my bad on that, but I am starting Jackson Hayes, so it's going to be Lonzo Ball, Jrue Holiday, an absolutely unbelievable defensive backcourt. Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and then Jackson Hayes. I decided to give him the start. He's obviously only 20 years old. I think development here on him is definitely going to be crucial for us. JJ Redick, Derek Favors, Tyus Jones, Nico Melli, and Josh Hart is our bench. I think the bench is going to be good as well. Actually, I'm going to flip this. I'm going to go 10 and then 12 here. Just get Josh Hart. It's only 2 more minutes, but you never know. So that's how it's going to look for year number 1. I don't know how this team is going to be. We'll see, though. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. Not a bad first year. This team actually won 44 games. I don't know if that's going to be good enough for the playoffs, but as you see, LeBron James is your MVP. Dylan, you can ignore Rookie of the Year. Duncan Robinson, 6 men there in Miami. Giannis is your Defensive Player of the Year. Jackson Hayes actually wins Most Improved for us. 11 points, 5 boards, 2.5 assists. 1 steal, 1 block a game. Not too bad. Actually shot. Is he a 3-point shooter? 39% from 3. I'm not positive on that one. I don't know if he is or not. I'm not saying it should be either way, but somebody wants to let me know below. That'd be great. Nick Nurse is your Coach of the Year. So 44 wins does put us in the playoffs here. Actually pretty surprised about that. At the 6th seed. Let's go ahead, take a look at the rest of the standings right now. Wow, Battle LA here. They're tied. And yeah, Toronto's the number 1 seed over there in the Eastern Conference. So player stats right now, Zion, Ingram, Jrue Holiday. That's the glitch. Lonzo, Hayes, Redick. So I do think we're probably going to need 1 more scorer on this team. I do have a guy in mind I kind of want to trade for. It is a shooting guard. We'll see if that works out, though. Points per game, I cannot imagine we were very high. We're probably just, actually, not too bad, actually. Okay. We're actually 12th in the NBA. Points allowed per game, we had to be pretty good. This is a pretty good defensive team. And I'm kind of wrong again. Middle of the pack at 117.5 a game. So, round number 1 here, we do have the Dallas Mavericks, Barea, LeBron's father, Luka Doncic, Tim Hardaway Jr., Maxi Kleber, and Kristaps Porzingis. I probably just pissed off a lot of you with that. It's a joke. Take it easy. All right, we're 1-1 right now with Dallas. We go down 2-1 real quick. I think this would be a pretty cool first round upset. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen here as they do beat us in 7 games. So there's obviously a lot to do with this team, and I'll see you guys in the offseason. So the Celtics do go on to win the finals, and Jason Tatum at the age of 23 is your finals MVP. They beat the Dallas Mavericks. So, we lost to the team that got to the finals. I really can't be that upset about that. Also, if it looks like I'm talking out of one side of my mouth because this side of my mouth still can't fully open. So I'm working on it a little bit. Yeah, it was terrible what I had. So we're going to head up to staffs. Actually, we can do the draft lottery. I don't know if we have any other picks that aren't ours or the Lakers that are going to be in the draft lottery. I would imagine not. I don't really see the Pelicans anywhere on here. So number 1 pick ends up going into the Indiana Pacers. Thunder with 2, Knicks with 3. We're going to head up to staff signing now. Nicholson, I'd like to bring you in here. You're fired. Barney Rowe, you're fired. You're fine, and then you're fired just because I want that A-trainer. It's not bad. It's kind of a needed thing. So Owen Taylor has decent ratings. I think I'd rather take Benjamin Walker, though. I don't really think I ever signed Benjamin Walker. And then we do have an offer out there. So do we get everybody here? We do. So our whole new front office is entirely set. We're going to head up to the draft right now, see if we do have what pick we have. So we have 19. It's our own pick, and we also have the 19th in the second round. So I will draft somebody there. What I actually might do is try to bump it up maybe to around 12 to 14, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood. Because we might have a couple oh, no, never mind. I thought we would have a couple more players under contract. Probably should have worked on that a little bit. But I'd like to move up just a couple picks, maybe get somebody a little better, but not somebody that's so good they're going to be starting for us. It's like a fine line, if you know what I mean. So let me work on that trade right there. So I'm going to try for 10 here with the Memphis Grizzlies. I ended up giving up my first this year, my second this year, and then just 2 future seconds. I don't know if they're going to take this. They're not going to want to do it. I can give up second round picks all day. At the end of the day, I don't really find them that valuable in this game, of course, and probably a little more valuable in real life. So we did just move up to the 10th overall pick. We jumped up from pick 19, I believe it was. So I will draft somebody at 10. I didn't want to get a top 6, 7 pick. I didn't really think that would be fun. I do tend to do that a lot. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to do that for basically the bad teams, obviously, then have those picks. But with the Pelicans here, we're actually a pretty good team. So LaMelo, Killian Hayes, Obi Toppin, Anthony Edwards, Wiseman. So not bad so far. Wait a minute. So Patrick Williams here, Precious Chua, Theo Malden, Devin Vassell, Cole Anthony. Whoops, what did I just do? I did not mean to do point guards. Wait a minute. Okay, so Denny's a little lower here than I thought he would be. I wouldn't mind picking up Denny low-key, but I got Patrick Williams in a video recently, I think. Also could go Precious Chua, but at the end of the day, Zion's probably going to be our highest overall. You guys know me, I'm a 9-man rotation kind of guy. Probably wouldn't use him as much. I also could get a new backup point guard in either Theo Malden, Cole Anthony, somebody like that. I don't really think I've ever drafted Theo Malden, so let's go ahead and draft him out of France, 6'5". Hopefully going to be a good backup point guard for us behind Lonzo. He's going to be a 74 overall. That's not that bad. So Zion's obviously coming back. Drew accepted this as I thought he would. Jackson Hayes is going to come back, and then we are going to pick up that option on Nikhil Alexander-Walker, hopefully going to be our backup shooting guard. So we do have some nice young depth right now. I'm pretty comfortable with it. Kendrick Williams, probably not going to get the qualifying. Nico Melli, I do like him a lot. Just at the end of the day, as I mentioned, 9-man rotation. Zion's probably going to be our highest overall. Unless I make a big trade, I don't really know. But as of now, I feel like I could replace him. So Lonzo, I'd like to bring back. Zylan, I don't know who that is. Josh Hart, and obviously Brandon Ingram. So we do have 2 huge free agents here in Lonzo and Ingram, then one a little bit less significant than Josh Hart, but I would still like to bring him back. So we're into free agency right now. We do have a little bit of money, but I don't really want to just go out and sign like Giannis or Kawhi or AD. Yeah, I mean, if 11 people want to sign Paul George, all power to you, but I'm not one of them. So at this point in time, I think I might trade Drew Holiday. I don't think his timeline's matching up with us as much. So with that being said, I'm probably going to try to find a little bit of a younger shooting guard that maybe actually might even be a little bit better. So let me see if I can find some sort of move there. I tried to go ahead and trade for Bradley Beal. They weren't having it. I gave up literally Drew Holiday, Tyus Jones, and 4 first-round picks. So I am trading Tyus Jones here because we did just draft Theo Malden. So I think he's going to be more than the serviceable backup point guard playing, in the area of 10 to 15 minutes a night. So Devin Booker would be a huge addition to this team. Obviously another huge scorer. I will probably give up 4 firsts if I have to. I prefer not to, obviously. I still don't even know if they're going to take this, and they do. So that's a lot for Devin Booker, but I think the fit's kind of nice. The timeline kind of matches a little bit more. So Devin Booker is officially going to be the newest member of this team, which at this point in time, I now need to make sure I get these 2 back. And what I'm going to do here is Derek Favors is still here. I wouldn't mind trying to improve my center spot. I think that's another kind of big spot we do need to, work on a little bit. If I look at centers here, Rudy Gobert is here, so it's definitely an option. I just don't know. Do I really want to give Rudy Gobert $107 million? What's the max offer right now? It's 139 over 4. Okay, so I can probably give him around 150 and still be fine, because I do want to make sure I have the qualifying offer still in Lonzo and Brandon Ingram. So I will go ahead and give Rudy Gobert this contract. I don't know if he is going to want to sign it, apparently. So we're going to sign Rudy Gobert, and here comes the tough part. It's $24 million. So I think Josh Hart's going to have to go. That kind of goes without being said. All these guys have to go as well. So we currently have $23 million, so I'm off by literally $1 million, but actually like $2 million. So I do need to trade somebody here. It's unfortunate. It's probably just going to be Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I think Jackson Hayes is going to be a good backup. So I didn't want to do that. We're just going to go ahead and take 2 future first-round picks. Now does go ahead and give us the money that I can, keep Lonzo Ball and Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram. So I want to round out the rights on all these guys, and then I don't want to get rid of, it sucks. I don't want to get rid of Josh Hart, but at the end of the day, I probably have to. So Lonzo and Ingram are both coming back, and we're going to sign Rudy Gobert. So I obviously have to make sure none of them get offers, and I'll see you guys with the team. So everything worked out fine. I'm officially bringing Brandon Ingram back. I gave Lonzo a contract as well. I'm sure he'll accept it right now, and he does. So he's around an 80 overall for us. I'm hoping his development can obviously kick in at some point in time. But as of now, this is actually a pretty good team. I need a backup small forward, need a backup shooting guard, and then we're all set. It sucks we had to get rid of, Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Josh Hart. I didn't want to do it, but at the end of the day, for Rudy Gobert, I'm probably going to do that 10 times out of 10. So I'm not going to bring J.J. Redick back just because he, is 37 years old. Oh, boy. Caruso is somebody I would not mind bringing in, though. He's definitely not somebody I'd mind bringing in. At the small forward spot, I get Joe Harris a decent amount, so after we sign Caruso, we'll see who we still have money for. We do have money for, a Justin Holiday as an option. It's actually going to let me bring back Derek Favors, which is weird. I'm actually probably going to do a sign-in trade there. It's just so weird that, the game, it's in my favor, so I'm not mad the game's going to glitch like that, but, just why can't you make the game work? I don't really get it. So, Favors is going to go ahead and give me a backup small forward, backing up Brandon Ingram. I mean, it doesn't have to be anybody amazing, and just hopefully somebody that's, at least a little bit serviceable. Dorian Finney-Smith is not really who I had in mind. Don McDermott, that's a good shooter. He can come to this team, probably mesh pretty well. So, that is 9 guys. This is the squad. I will see you guys at the start of year number 2 of the rotation. So, year number 2, this is how the starting 5 will look. We obviously made some pretty big additions and improvements. In year number 2, it's going to be Lonzo Ball, Devin Booker, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Rudy Gobert. So, obviously, Rudy and Devin Booker are our 2 new additions. I think they're going to fit very well with this team. I mean, we look at this backcourt right here. Lonzo's a great defensive player, obviously an unbelievable playmaker. Devin Booker, unbelievable shooter, and then can create his own shot as well if he has to. So I'm excited to see what can happen there. Obviously, Ingram and Zion are locks here, and then Rudy Gobert, just great defensive center. Unbelievable rebounder. I'm excited to see what he can do. Bench looks like this. Caruso is going to be our 6th man. You guys know me. I do not like having big men be my 6th man, even though technically Jackson Hayes is my highest overall. I don't like going off that logic alone. I don't think that's very smart. I think a lot of you guys agree with that. So I'm going to go with Caruso as my 6th man. Jackson Hayes is going to be here as well. Doug McDermott, our new addition, and Theo Maledon, our 10th overall pick, I believe. So yeah. That's how it's going to look. This is the squad. I expect this to be a lot better, and I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So I thought this team was going to be good. I did not think we'd be 72 wins good. I guess this game just really likes Zion a lot. But end of year number 2, Giannis is your MVP. 28 points, 12.5 boards, 7 assists in his new home in San Antonio. LaMelo Ball is your rookie of the year. I believe he was the first overall pick. Yeah, the Pacers are the first overall pick. Malcolm Brogdon, 6th man. I guess he's backing up LaMelo now. Anthony Davis, defensive player of the year. Actually stayed with the Lakers. Sometimes he leaves and goes to Dallas or something like that. So good to see he stay with them. Luka Doncic, most improved there in Dallas as well. And Stan Van Gundy, yeah, I know it looks nothing like him. I wish you could edit, coaches' faces. I could find a better face, and I would have put the mustache on him and everything, and I couldn't. So, I just couldn't find him in the game. If he's in the game, that's my bad. I just literally could not find him. But, yeah, he does win Coach of the Year for us here in year number 2. So, 72 wins means we are definitely a 1 seed. We're taking on Utah here in the first round. We're going to take a look at the standings real quick. 14 games up on the 2-seeded Spurs. Not too bad. 58 wins got it done in the East for the Philadelphia 76ers. We take a look at player stats right now. Led in scoring by Zion Williamson. Holy mother of Mary. Yeah, Ingram, Booker, Gobert, Lonzo. I mean, these two obviously aren't really known for their scoring. I mean, Rudy Gobert, double-double. Lonzo, almost a double-double. Just need 1 more assist. So I'm very, very comfortable where this team is at right now. I mean, 320-plus point scores is impressive in itself. Rudy led us in rebounds. Assists was obviously Lonzo. We take a look at team stats right now. Points per game, we are first at just under 129. Defensively, just under 108. And an almost 21-point differential. All right, this is going to be our year. It's going to be a good year. We take a look at the Jazz right now. Devontae Graham's a new and interesting pickup. Not bad. Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Bojan Bogdanovic, Marc Gasol. Guess they like the veteran centers there after, we did go ahead and sign Rudy Gobert from them. So he's facing his old team. We're up 3-0 on them real quick. I can't imagine it's going to go much further. And we do end up sweeping them. Moving on to the Western Conference semifinals, us in Oklahoma City, CP3, Shea, Patrick Williams ended up drafting. They picked up Lauri Markkanen and Montrezl Harrell. I have no idea how they acquired those two, but good job whoever's running that show over there. I guess it's virtually Sam Presti, I guess. Up 3-0 though, and yeah, we're up 3-1 and hopefully just get it done in 5. And now moving on to the West Finals, us in San Antonio, DeJounte Murray, Anthony Edwards, Isaac, Giannis, and Tristan Thompson. Holy shit. Here's another question. I saw all the rumors floating around that DeMar wants out of San Antonio, and he has for a long time. Where should DeMar DeRozan go? That would be really interesting, because I believe he's under contract. Is he under contract? Where should DeMar DeRozan go? Let me know that in the comment section. So, taking on the defending champs here in the Celtics, Kemba, Brown, Hayward, Tatum, and Taco Fall. It feels like they always end up starting Taco Fall, which, I mean, I don't mind in the game. In real life, I wouldn't really like it. But we're 2-2 with them right now. We go up 3-2, and we lose. We lose. The one time I don't want the Celtics to win is when I'm facing them in the NBA Finals. That's pretty unfortunate there, but we do have one more final season, so let's get into it. So we're in the draft lottery right now. We obviously traded 4 first-round picks for Devin Booker, so, you know, it might be hard. Yeah, we have nothing here. So it looks like the Suns had a lot. And the Houston Rockets end up with the number 1 overall pick. Were they projected that, or did that just kind of happen? That's pretty crazy. I'll sign a new trainer, or excuse me, head scout. It's not really that important. So let's head up to the draft now. That's crazy. How did the Rockets end up with the number 1 overall pick? We obviously don't have any picks. I traded like my next 4 picks that I probably would have had for Devin Booker. Zion and Jackson Hayes are both coming back. It's so nice Zion's just under team control. I love that. I mean, obviously in the coming years and future 2Ks he won't be, so I'll have to work on that, but we will see. Free agency here, I obviously do not have any money. I currently have $5 million, so like basically under a normal mid-level exception. I mean, this whole roster is set, but you guys know me. I don't like leaving things the same way they are, but if I am going to change something, unfortunately, it probably is going to be point guard. I mean, Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league. Zion's a 93 and played like an MVP. Ingram's pretty solid. He could be an option, but I don't really feel like trading him. And then Devin Booker, I don't really want to move anyways. So I also could just work on the bench. I might keep Lonzo, though. I might trade him. I don't really know. It depends what I get offered, and I'll see you guys if I have a move. I'm never going to have a trade. It just depends who it's with. So this might not be the best move in the world, but I am going to do it. You guys can, you know, critique me if you want. But we're going to pick up Darren Fox from the Sacramento Kings. I think he's going to be really good for us. We did go ahead and move Theo Maledon as well. At the end of the day, he was playing, what, 10, 15 minutes a night? So he's very, very replaceable. So welcome to the team, Darren Fox. Obviously a new and huge improved addition. I do need a new backup point guard now, and I'm not really loving any of these guys. I think I'm probably going to do some sort of sign and trade with somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll sign George Hill and then probably look to trade him. He's just a little old for my liking at this point in time, and I think he probably, you know, will end up regressing. So at the age of 36 or whatever he is. So George Hill, welcome to the team. It's going to be a short stint here for you, unfortunately, in New Orleans, down in the Bayou. We're going to go ahead and pick up a new backup point guard for you. I cannot imagine it's going to be anybody that good, but George Hill, and I'll just honestly do 2 first-round picks just because I have them. Honestly, I might try to improve the bench a little more after this as well. I'm not really seeing anybody I love. I don't want to do Zubats just because, I mean, I have Jackson Hayes. It doesn't really make much sense. Who's my backup small forward right now? It is Doug McDermott. All right, I'll go ahead and pick up Precious Achiuwa. I think he can actually be a pretty good fit here. He's actually listed as, how tall is he? He's listed as power forward, 6'9". I can definitely move into power forward. So we're going to get Will Richardson, I think I saw as well. I'm going to move Precious Achiuwa down to power forward, or excuse me, small forward. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, he actually goes down. Never mind. I thought his overall would go up. All right, maybe okay, here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to package him and McDermott for a new small forward. That's what I'll do. I think that makes a little more sense. So McDermott, Achiuwa, and I do still have first-round picks remaining. I'm looking for a backup small forward. Denny Avdija, could just go with him. PJ Washington's an option. Let's pick up Otto Porter. I really never picked up Otto Porter. Not bad. So we also just picked up Will Richardson, who is interesting. I don't really know who that is, but he's in the 2022 draft class. He's 74 overall. I mean, he's not bad at all. Can I maybe just go ahead and get a point guard for him? I don't really, you know, want anybody that's like that good, but 2 first-round picks in Will Richardson. Thing is, he's not really making a ton of money, which is just tough. Tyrell Terry, Chris Clemens. All right, that's fine. He's a 77 overall. This team is all set, and I'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd and final year. 3rd and final season. This is the starting 5. I think it's definitely an improvement. So, Darren Fox, Devin Booker, Brandon Ingram. Whoops, what did I just do there? Zion Williamson and Rudy Gobert. So the only addition to the starting 5 is Darren Fox. You can still be mad at me if you want. At the end of the day, he's a high overall. I believe he's a better player, but some of you might not. The bench also got some improvements. Otto Porter, Jackson Hayes remains, Alex Russo remains, and then Chris Clemens. I would say it's probably an upgrade at this point in time. So that is the team we're going with. Hopefully it's going to win us a championship. We got to Game 7 in the NBA Finals last year, and just Jason Tatum's just Jesus Christ. So we lose Game 1 of the Celtics. It's not good, but I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. End of year number 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo wins his 2nd MVP award of this video. We go 71-11. Obviously, you know, pretty good. Cole Anthony is your... What? Do they send him to the G League? I'm guessing he's probably pretty high overall then. He's an 83. There in Phoenix, Malcolm Brogdon, 6-man. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Devin Vassell, Most Improved. He's in Golden State. And Stan Van Gundy wins Coach of the Year for us for back-to-back years, I believe. So, we are a 1 seed once again. We take a look at standings right now. We're 13 games up on the Spurs there. Celtics are still doing their thing over there. In the East, player stats, Zion's a beast. Brandon Ingram, Devin Booker, Darren Fox. I mean, this team all around, just like, I like the dimension of adding another score. Like, how many points per game did we put up? It had to be over 100. Okay, I thought it'd be over 130, but nope. Offensively, still the best team. Still the best differential. Houston here in round number 1. Russ, Harden, Eric Gordon, Stan Johnson, and Marquise Chris is the starting 5 there. I saw Cade Cunningham off their bench as well. They did have the first overall pick. Wait, wasn't that? Oh, no, that was last year. Okay, I thought that was 2 years ago, and I was like, do they have it for back-to-back years? But no. We end up sweeping them in round number 1. Now moving on to the Lakers. Did LeBron retire? Yep, he did, but, you know, Kevin Durant signed there, so not a big deal. They also have Marcus Aldridge, Robert Covington, Derrick Jones Jr. That's typically how these things go for me. I would not be surprised if we lost this team. I'm not really sure that's a 4 seed. But we are going to win in 6. Now San Antonio, Murray, Edwards, Isaac, Giannis, and Rashawn Holmes is, I believe, didn't we sweep the Spurs or beat them in 5 last year? It's Boston, Miami over there, same as it was this year in real life. And same matchup as last year. Us versus Celtics, Kemba, Brown, Hayward, Tatum, and Robert Williams is now moved into the starting 5 for the Celtics. Come on, give me a victory here. We're up 2-0, or excuse me, 2-2. 3-2. Oh, for the love of God, all things good. We win a championship, and Zion Williamson is your finals MVP. So, it's good to be back. Obviously, I do want to get back into the challenges. I kind of wanted to get back in the swing of things with the normal rebuild. I was going to do this one anyway, so this was obviously the Pelicans rebuild. I was going to do this anyways. But comment any other video ideas you guys do have below. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. That about does it for me. It's good to be back. Sorry about the little extended break again. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.